I dressed in accordance with the man of honor here. He wanted to be a very relaxed atmosphere, so we switched out of uniform after being Colonel Hospital. I want to thank you for being here today. Program manager of PMWA 170 down in San Diego. First of all, I want to thank you all for being here. You know, normally I don't go and attend a retirement, anything like this. One of my teammates, where I'm probably the one who knows him the least out of the group that's here. Because he lives, well, I want to say 3 hours from San Diego. That's going to be 2.5 hours. It could be 2 hours like last night driving in a rainstorm, or it could be 4 or 5 hours based on the commute, right? So I've been in the Prayer Office for about 10 months now. I've never been at 170 before. Wanted this job just because of all the cool satellite communications that we did and all the tactical comms that we did. I show up and there's another name called GPS navigation that's associated with this program office. So I didn't do a really good job in that part of the interview, but it was really fantastic to find out how critical our efforts are in the GPS navigation realm. I was telling folks this morning, the first time really I got to meet my whole team up here in LA, and it's been too long, but the travel was so hard. But it was a good reason not to come up here just to say farewell to drink, but also to meet with the team, meet with Colonel Hospodar. And I gave my call to arms speech with respect to why M-Code and MCOE is so important to the Navy. I don't have to explain it to you, most of you folks being in the Air Force. But what I can relate to you is that we routinely get pinged by the Chief of Naval Operations about how fast can you get that out to the fleet. So much so that you get those scary questions like, how much money do you need to go faster? I mean, the checkbook is open. And you realize that we start running into the balance of physics and the laws of physics with actually getting stuff on board ships because they want it that fast. And I'm really not making that up. They want us to take a 16-week installation and drive it down to 2 weeks. Don't know if that's humanly possible, but that's the kind of motivation, and that's the kind of attention we're getting to deliver this capability to the fleet. So the first thing I want to do is I want to thank you for everything you do to support the Navy with respect to MGUI, M-Code, integrating into GPNTS. And oh, by the way, I also do cover, I have this thing called I'm also a PMA, so I work for NavAir as well. So we also do responsible for all the integration and the R&D for every airframe in NavAir's portfolio for, again, incorporation of M-Code, MGUI into our GPS receivers, F-18s, name them all. Critical capability. So this teaming, I'm gonna steal from Colonel Hospodar. I don't think this teaming can be much better than it is right now between the Air Force and the Navy. We all have our stressors, and we all have our challenges, but the one thing that we can never give up on is the communication between the two teams, and that we're both pulling in the same direction to meet the same goal. And that's delivering this capability out to the warfighter as fast as we possibly can. So again, I'll reiterate for the third time, thank you for what you do, and I hope to come up here more often. Ed knows where my wife grew up in Colorado, which is a small coal mining town on the western slope that doesn't even have a stop sign. You know, so it's funny that stoplight, let alone stop sign, they didn't pay attention to them. So I have that connection with Colonel Hospodar too. So again, if anybody knows where my wife grew up, that's kind of cool. Talk more about the place than I did. I rarely get there. But you know what? I'm going to transfer over to talking about this guy to my left. He looks younger than me, but he's actually probably a year older than me. He's graduated from the Naval Academy the year before I did, back in '92. That's a good thing. And F-18s. You know, he did his part, in the Navy, and I'm just proud to be here with him today. We're in a place called Crown Birds, right? That was called. But I get in front of folks like this. I really want to thank them, but I wish your family was here. Are you recording it now?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a thing moving. Look at that. We're near Hollywood, aren't we? Yeah, we don't have that in San Diego. So I'm gonna look at this. Oh, there it goes. Was it like automatic? Just turning it around?
No, please control it.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so hopefully you're recording this. I want to thank Mom.
Yeah.
Right, Mom in Indiana?
Yeah.
So Mom said you in Indiana when you went to the Naval Academy?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for sending this guy to freaking boat school. There's not a lot of ocean in Indiana, I understand, right? Most people don't drive through Indiana. It's a flyover state. But thanks for sending him there. Appreciate the support. Your entire family was able to be here. I'd like to really thank the families because you know what? We have a lot of good times out to sea. We have a lot of good times being gone. And folks have to really do the hard jobs of folks who stay home to keep that, keep the home fire burning and just keep it all together. So, Mom, with his family, thank you very much. I'm recording that. I hope it's getting across. I thank them very much. It's just awkward to look at something like that. So, appreciate you putting up with that. So in the Navy, all I like to do is only hand over a couple gifts, that we have in the program office down there in 170. Want to hand them the obligate, want to hand them the wonderful signed plaque. The good thing is this hasn't changed in 10 years apparently. So Lieutenant Sinicraft had one on his wall when we walked in his office today. So I want to hand this over, and then we'll get a picture for the folks down in San Diego. It's the same exact one. Yeah, I'm going to change that picture when I get down there next week. And this is the obligatory PEOC for I plaque. Everybody wants one of these.
Yeah.
It goes on the brag wall,
yeah,
right? Good, thank you. But again, Dream, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done. This has been a critical effort. it's tough sometimes when you're sort of in the you're led doing the transition, you see it coming, it's right there, it's right around the corner, and then you have to retire. So I want to thank you personally for keeping this moving, for being my lead, being our lead, being the Navy's lead to this organization, and covering down our equities for the last 3 years. We could have done it without you. You were the right guy for the job. You did a fantastic job. On behalf of everybody at POC, Ferrari, and BMW 170, thank you, sir. You're awesome. Yeah,